good, boys? Today we took a trade on NASDAQ. Let's start breaking it down. Today is Monday, August 18th, and it was a no news Monday. This is news for the week. We have Jackson Hole towards the end of the week, and then overall not a whole lot Monday, Tuesday, and then decent amount of red folders Wednesday and Thursday. But overall, not very concerned about it. You know, nothing crazy. The only thing would be like FOMC. Might want to de-risk that day just because, FOMC just tends to not have the best for like volatility in the morning. But if we look, hourly draws are marked out in red. We had hourly draws here, here, and then on ES, we honestly we had a bullish SMT because we swept out. Well, at the moment, obviously now it isn't the same, but we swept out these highs on ES, but then did not on NASDAQ at the moment. Well, it wasn't an SMT yet, but it was looking like it. So I just kind of had that in my mind. Not a whole big of a deal, just because it was like super high time frame, like, hourly SMT. Anyways, but if we look at the 15-minute, these were our draws. We had quite a decent amount to the upside, and then we had this low resistance liquidity here. And then on ES, we had lots of low resistance liquidity stacked up here. And I'll get more into that later, because we had like a billion like stacked up lows right here. But yeah, if we look at the 1 minute time frame, NASDAQ pretty much just pushed up straight away, took out all these lows right away, and then we just kind of moved down from that, and this is what we wanted. And then we needed a 5-minute retrace, and if we look on the 5-minute time frame, we'll see that we get our move up, then our moves down, and then we got our 5-minute retrace candle, and then that ended right here. And if we look, this is where it closed. It closed on this candle. This also already is some decent confirmation, bearish confirmation, but I kind of wanted to wait for another one just to have that for sure confirmation. So I waited for this. I was Trade Locker was honestly just kind of being goofy. I think it was Trade Locker's fault. Maybe it was mine. But it would just wouldn't let me set my risk to what I wanted it to. So it was way up here and stuff. And I finally moved it to here. And then once I got into the trade, realized that was a 0.7 risk to reward. And I ended up risking $80 something. I don't know, it was 0.2% of the account. On up here, and then I was like, yeah, no, we can't be doing that. So then I moved stops to this candle, and by that time we were already all the way down here as well. So I think that's a decent risk reward. If anything, could have had my thing here and just done a 1-to-1, but yeah, I got filled down here. Should have gotten filled around there, but it's whatever. Nothing you can do. But anyways, yeah, we just basically entered here, absolutely went to the downside straight away. And at that time, if we look on the S&P, we were right about here, and then we just made we have relative equal lows everywhere, just boom, 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 boom. Here's equal lows here, relative equal lows here, and then we were having relative equal lows here. So I was seeing this, and I was just kind of there is a very big possibility that we are going to, have a swift move. And at that point, we were basically almost taking those out on NASDAQ. So I was pretty confident in the trade playing out. Obviously, I'm not knowing that the trade's going to play out, because then that isn't something you want to do. You don't want to know what the trade is going to want to do. You want to think in probabilities all the time. And that's exactly what I was doing the entire time, and I'm very proud of that. I'm very, very happy with how I took the trade. I think I followed my rules perfectly, and overall my psychology was top-notch throughout the entire trade. Obviously get a little worried here, and that's just, emotional stuff that needs to get deactivated. But, yeah, we ended up just turning around getting some pretty good candles. And then I think I ended up getting filled. So like take profit here would have been like 65. I think I got filled in like here because I low-key need to buy like whatever trading premium is, trading view premium, because I mean every 5 seconds just ain't enough, and I don't really want to. I mean, I could just look on my trade locker because that's instantaneous, but I didn't really have time to mark stuff out. But anyways, yeah, I got filled about here. I think total for the day was $56, $56. And stop loss, if that would have gotten hit, would have been minus 44. If we would have like actually traded this how we were supposed to and put our stop loss here and like actually entered here, it would have been probably around like 120 for the day. And actually it would have been maybe a little bit more. But I probably would have risked about like, 80, 90 here at stop loss, got in here, and then probably walked away with, around 120, 130. So overall, trade played out great. There was also an SMT here as well, so that gave me extra confluence to enter in short on NASDAQ because that NASDAQ was the leading index. And as we can see, that kind of played out. ES did not come out and sweep all these lows out, but NASDAQ did. So yeah, overall, great trading day. I'm very proud of how I took the trade and just overall my mindset through it. I was very calm and collected, and the only thing is I did have some of that like nervousness when it was creeping back up, but I stayed calm, did not move my stops to break even, did not take part of my position away or anything. So yeah, overall great trading day. I'm very proud of today, and I know that I'm getting better, and I can fully see that, and I'm very proud of it. But anyways, keep it real, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week.